Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody. I'm Evan James, also known as EvanJamesWx, and today we are going to be doing the off-season hurricane outlook and discussion for March 12th, 2022. If you guys go on to enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you're always ensured when I release a video next. Without further ado, let's hop right into things. So just taking an overall look at the Atlantic here on IR satellite, you can see that we still have loads and loads of wind shear going on across the Atlantic, with some upper level clouds spinning to the northeast and some lower level clouds kind of spinning to the west northwest there, kind of further showing the unfavorable conditions, if you will, across the Atlantic at this time. But that is expected to kind of move on out of here once we get into June and July, of course. That will mark the beginning of the hurricane season. We'll begin to see more activity then, and maybe even in May. We might see some things on IR satellite here trying to form out there, maybe some thunderstorms popping up. I'm noticing we are beginning to see more thunderstorms pop up here in the intertropical convergence zone as we get further on towards June. Just kind of something to look at. But in the meantime, we're going to be taking a look at the ENSO region today and what the future holds for it as well on forecasts. So without further ado, let's get into things. I already said that once. I'm not going to say it again. Let's go. So taking a quick look at the Southern Oscillation Index, sorry about that. What we are noticing here since the beginning of February is that we are starting to have a little fall, or should I say the late part of February, early part of March. We are beginning to have a fall here on the Southern Oscillation Index values, with numbers kind of reaching near the 7.5 to 8 region, which is still a very, very deep La Nina. Remember, the more positive values will reflect a lower 3.4 sea surface temperature region, and so as we continue to go up and down, it is kind of really fluctuating our sea surface temperatures here out here in the ENSO region. And as you can see, the area that we are focused on the most, which would be the 3.4 region that impacts our hurricane season, it is still staying at a negative 0.4 or even a negative 0.8 below average there on, and that would be in Celsius, so about a degree or two Fahrenheit. We are sitting at below average across the ENSO 3.4 region. Kind of taking a look at a number chart of the same region here, we are beginning to have that lowering, but we are kind of bouncing back a little bit. It is nothing to really write home about, because as these sea surface temperatures, or shall I say the Southern Oscillation Index numbers, continue to rise back up, one thing you will notice is that the sea surface temperatures will fall once again in the 3.4 region, further strengthening that La Nina and kind of prolonging it into parts of the hurricane season. So now we are going to take a look at our early March CPC IRI official forecast that is based off the first week of March, and taking a look at things here. Long story short, it's not good news, and it's not exactly what we wanted to hear, because as we go on through April, the probability of that La Nina sticking around is near 100%, meaning that it is most likely going to happen. And as we head towards about through June, we have an 80% chance of that La Nina still being here at the beginning of the hurricane season. Certainly something that we do not want to hear at all. And as we take a look through July, we got about a 65-ish% of a La Nina sticking around, so still pretty likely we're going to have a La Nina in July. And as we get towards through August, we begin to see that fall there, but that is given with basically any forecast of kind of the CPC IRI, kind of bars here, the forecast probabilities in climatology. You're going to see it fall over time, because as we go on further out into time, there's more uncertainty. So as we head into the beginning of the peak season, there's actually a 50-50 chance here of that La Nina and neutral kind of battling those probabilities out to see who's going to win as we go, through the spring forecast barrier and everything. So there's kind of a 50-50 shot of either a La Nina being there near the peak of the season, or a ENSO neutral, still bringing very, very active conditions to the Atlantic if everything comes together, and the peak of the season continues to look that way at a near 50-50 shot, with El Nino chances creeping back up, but nowhere where they used to be a couple months ago on this forecast chart. So definitely pairing up to be a destructive hurricane season. And I don't want to mean that in the hype sense, but I do want to keep you guys informed and kind of be honest and speak my mind when it comes to these forecasts, so you guys are not only well prepared, but you're also well knowledged on these certain types of phenomenons and forecasts as well. and just kind of taking a look at the CFS's idea through the peak of the hurricane season, it does seem to agree that we will be in a very, very relatively strong, I would say, La Nina. Nothing like a super La Nina or anything that would be too extreme, but it does seem that we will have a decent La Nina in place if the CFS model's ideas were to come true. We would be looking at a near negative 1.5 La Nina, so still bringing very, very active La Nina conditions no matter which model you're looking at right now. And just kind of reflecting on where we were back in January or February, you know, there was definitely not, these temperatures were not going as low as they are now, and the chances of a neutral on this model are basically little to none for the hurricane season. And I noticed one thing is, as we continue to go on through time, it is getting more and more settled on the thought of having a pretty strong La Nina during the peak of the hurricane season. Alright everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on post notifications to ensure that you guys are always informed when I upload a new video. Yeah, everybody, have a great night. I'll see you guys in the next video, maybe a couple days, maybe a week from now. Still got some projects to be working on to upload on the YouTube channel, so stay tuned to that as well. And turning post notifications on will definitely do so, as well as subscribing. All right, everybody, have a great night. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye. And take care. Ran out of goodbyes to say, everybody. Good night.